Where is the scene coming from? Audition fitness is very key. Put in the work. Go in that room. Own it. Hi, my name is Ayanda Sithebe, and I'm a casting director. Now, my job entails introducing the actor to the character, and in hope that when these two meet, we can bring this character to life. It's always so interesting how actors fear this process. And the truth is, this is actually set up for you, and the casting director is on your side. Now, in this masterclass, I want to explore 5 aspects of the art of auditioning. Let's get to it. How's it?
Good, and yourself?
You good?
I'm good.
Good. Give us your name.
Wilson is Zita.
Right. Let's do your slate, Zita.
Sure.
Straight to the camera there. Action. Your name, age, agent you coming from?
Hi, my name is Wilson Zita, age 30. I have no representative. I'm solely an independent.
Now, the first time I met Zita, he's not here. I met Zita with his headshot, which is the first aspect of it. Why is this important? It's important because this is the first time that casting director gets to meet you. So it's not about how you look. It's not about how beautiful you are. For me, it's about the energy. The energy that the actor gives in this headshot. This is when I decide whether we want to see you or not. Cool. Who are you auditioning for?
I'm auditioning for Mkhele.
Let's go for it. This is your reader.
Can you please tell me whether I should look directly to the camera or to the reader?
I'd like you to look at the reader, that's your eye line.
Okay.
Okay, let's give it a run first.
All right.
Standing by. Now, please take note, not all casting directors will give you a chance to do a run. But I'm a nice casting director. I want to give actors the time and experience in an audition. But sometimes we don't have the time. We're chasing TX, client is on our back, they want their characters, they want their actors. So my advice to you is that come prepared to really, really go in hard. Let's do that run. Action.
Sithando sami. Sithando sami khuluma nami.
You lied to me.
Sesikhuluma kanje manje?
You told me all the money comes from taxis.
Hayi. Angiyezwa phela manga lapha iqiniso lelo.
You're lying to me again.
Ufuna ukuthi ngithini ngempela mahlungu?
You promised me. You said no secrets. You promised.
Ngiyafunga. Ufuna ngifunge ngiyafunga ukuthi iqiniso lelo ngitshela lona.
Don't touch me.
Ayingijabulisi lento yenza kumina mahlungu.
Cut. The second aspect to it is audition fitness. Now, what am I talking about, audition fitness? For actors, it's very important that you stay audition fit. So whether you're going to auditions or not, the work does not stop. Now, the first thing that you have to continuously work on is your voice, because the voice commands the room. Secondly, is scene work. Putting together your colleagues and doing that scene work will always get you audition ready. You feel your presence, you're there, you fill up the room with your energy. Audition fitness is very key. Continuously working on that craft, because this becomes part of your everyday. Cool. So what are your thoughts about this character? And what's happening with Mkhele there?
Thoughts on the character is that he's a very prideful character. He holds a lot of pride in who he is and where he comes from. So he likes to command and demand respect at the same time.
And what's happening with him in this scene?
In this particular scene, I believe that there are certain circumstances that has happened with him and his wife he knows of, and now he's finding a way to confront the wife without being too overly apparent.
So this is the casting director just trying to connect with the actor. He's not looking at me in the eyes. He's overthinking it. And maybe he was not even prepared to have a conversation with me. Just don't focus on the acting aspect of it. The most important thing, again, is to focus on what is happening in the scene. Where is the scene coming from? Because that will inform so much textures and layers in your performance. Be willing to have a conversation with the casting director. Here, the casting director wants to see if you can articulate the character, if you can articulate the story, because we don't want you just to be a player in it. We want you to embody this story. Cool. Let's take it again. Tell me about this character. Who is Mkhele?
I think Mkhele is a taxi driver. If not a taxi driver himself, then part of a taxi family that owns a bunch of taxis. So in that, he's one of the brothers that drives the taxis, as well as a husband in this particular scenario.
So key to what he just said, he said if. Now let's talk about the aspect number 3. Put in the work. When you get that brief and that side, do the breakdown. Get to know this character. Get to connect with this character. Break it down in many pieces. Create references in your world. Create. Put in the work. That's where the fun is. Because by the time you walk in here, there's no if, there's no maybe, we are sure. But also leave room for the director to say, I don't think so, maybe let's try this. But the key is, put in the work. Action.
How can you do that to them? Don't lie to me, Mkhele. Then how did Mpande's fingerprints end up on the number plate that we found at the crime scene? Protect me? Protect me from what, Mkhele? How do you go to sleep at night knowing that you killed someone's husband? A man trying to put food on his table for his family. Maybe you should have been protecting me from you.
And cut. Beautiful. Thank you, brother. Let's have Shomu. Can you read for Shomu? Hi, give us your name, your age, and your agent, and the character you're reading for, straight to cam.
Hi, my name is Mametine Chabeleng. I'm 24 years old. I'm here without a representative, and I'm auditioning for the character Shlomo.
So slate. Some casting directors do it, some don't. But here, it's almost us trying to get your energy. So this is you just saying, hey, this is me without the character. Most actors tend to hate slates. But for me, this is where I get to know you. So it's very important to do the slate work. How am I gonna do it? What am I gonna say? Am I gonna smile? So be ready for your slate. But get to understand the importance of it. Put your energy out. Say, you can work with me. I'm a nice person, because we all wanna work with nice people. So put on the work on your slate. Cool. Scene, action.
Sithando sam khuluma nami.
You lied to me.
Ukhuluma ngani ke nje manje?
You told me all the money comes from taxis.
Hawu, iqiniso nje lelo.
Don't lie to me.
Hawu, Hlomi, usufuna ukuthi ngithini?
You promised me. You said no lies. You promised. You know, I regret the day I ever got onto that taxi.
Cha, Sithando sami ungayisho leyo nto.
Don't touch me.
Ngicela ungayenza into oyenzayo.
I'm tired of the lies. Stay here with your lies, Mkhele. I'm leaving.
Mana kulungile.
What is Shlomo fighting for here?
The truth.
What truth?
The truth about the family. The truth about the relationship with her partner.
So there's a conflict here. I love this man, but I'm also a journalist.
A journalist, yeah.
I've got a responsibility. So where are you taking that from? Where are you grounding that from? I think you can push it further, but
Okay.
also stillness. So sometimes in auditions, you get actors pacing around, almost as if you don't understand the framing. So moving from this point to that point, we don't connect with you. So most of the time, fight to find stillness in your audition. You want to capture your casting director.
Sure.
So push those emotions. Can we push it? Should we try it?
Let's go.
Now, it's very key as an actor to be willing to play with your casting director. The more you resist, it's the more I push back as well and let you go. We're gonna get to the last aspect of it. And action.
Sithando sam khuluma nami.
You lied to me.
Usukhuluma ngani ke manje?
You told me all the money comes from taxis.
Iqiniso nje lelo.
Don't lie to me.
Hlobo ngempela ufuna ukuthi ngithini?
You're the one who promised me no more lies. You promised. I regret the day I ever got onto that taxi.
Sithando sam cela ungayisho lento.
Don't touch me.
Ngicela uyeke lento yenze kumina.
I'm tired of the lies, Mkhele. Stay here with your lies. I'm leaving.
Mana ungahambi kulungile ngizokutshela.
So you're going to notice that not much has changed in a performance. And that's very telling to us as casting directors. That by the time if we cast you, you're gonna give those directors a hard time because you're not changing gears. She's sticking to what she did at home. So it's very important to be flexible. Push yourself in that audition. And this is the last aspect of it. How bad do you want it? Most of the time, actors come in an audition and you can see their energy. It's low. And like, do you really want this? It's very important to show as you enter the room that I want to fight for this character, that I want this character. Sometimes when I get the brief, I already have an idea of, I think this person will fit this character. I think Mkhele is a perfect example. I met Bonko 3 years ago in a lift. I didn't know him. And 3 years later, I got a brief and it said Mkhele and I read it. And I was like, there's a guy, I know this guy. I started searching him on Instagram and I found him and I DM'd him. I'm like, hey, I'm casting for this. And then he walked in the room. I knew this is our guy. We did the tape, presented the tape to Channel, to the producers. It was quiet. And I just knew it. We just all knew that this is the guy. So it's very different. And sometimes you have a guy in mind and someone else comes in and brings the magic in the room. You're like, oh, I thought that was the guy, but no, this is the guy. Now, also trusting your choices. So actors usually want to give you ideas like, I'm thinking of doing this. If you make a choice as an actor, trust it and go for that choice. Because sometimes that's where the magic is. Trust your choices. Cool. Let's do it one more time. Can you push that envelope? You've got a question for me.
Yes. How do I embrace stillness and almost still move or choose or make better choices?
So sometimes actors ask questions for the sake of asking the question. Sometimes they have the answer to that. It's very critical that when you ask questions in the room, you're not wasting people's time. You genuinely want to know, or you genuinely just get in it. Sometimes having too long conversations gets boring for casting directors. They want to talk to you, but don't ask unnecessary questions. Should I look this way? Should I look that way? But you do have room to really ask genuine questions. Now, in conclusion, and I see this all the time, when actors lose their voice, when actors shake, here's advice. Do not leave yourself outside the room. Most actors walk in this space as shallows, empty, and you sit in their eyes. They leave themselves outside. And how do you know you've left yourself outside as an actor? This is when you leave the room and you're like, I prepared it this way. I did not do that. I did not do this. And this is where now you meet yourself. So in the future, go in that room, own it. It's yours. Feel your feet. Be present. I'm Ayanda Sithebe, and I'm a casting director.